A dream decision for the so-called Dreamers. President Trump's attempt to scrap a program to protect young immigrants is blocked by the Supreme Court.
I have cried, I think, many more times in the past 4 years than in my whole life.
Meanwhile, the president and his former national security advisor trade insults following damning allegations in John Bolton's new book. The UK government gives up on its own coronavirus tracing app, switching to use technology from Apple and Google.
Meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when.
Dame Vera Lynn, the British singer known as the Force's sweetheart during the Second World War, has died at the age of 103.
Australia's Prime Minister says his country is being targeted in a major cyber attack. Frontline medical staff across the world take to the streets, angry at the lack of protection in the battle against COVID-19. The Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has attempted to distance himself from the arrest of a former aide to his son Flavio. Fabrício Queiroz was arrested outside the home of a Bolsonaro family lawyer. He's suspected of being part of a scheme to embezzle the salaries of phantom employees in the Rio State Assembly. Flavio Bolsonaro denies any wrongdoing. Kenya has become a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. It joins Norway, Ireland, India and Mexico, serving a 2-year term. Canada lost out despite an expensive campaign. Justin Trudeau had invested heavily, including inviting diplomats to a Celine Dion concert in New York. And the French president was in London to take part in celebrations about the 80th anniversary of Charles de Gaulle's BBC broadcast, urging people of France to resist the Nazi invasion. President Macron and British Prime Minister Boris Johnson watched a flyover by Air Force planes from both countries. There's been a major change in the UK government's approach to tracing people with coronavirus using a smartphone app after it failed to get up and running last month. Ministers have now decided that the app, which has been trialled on the Isle of Wight, is now going to use technology provided by Apple and Google instead. But there's still no date for its full operation.
Australia is under a serious and sustained cyber attack by another country. That's according to its Prime Minister, Scott Morrison.
He's described the attack as sophisticated and said that all levels of the government have been targeted. He refused to say which country, if any, he suspects of being responsible.
The Australian government is not making any public attribution about these matters. We, though, are very confident that this is the actions of a state-based actor. We have not gone any further than that. I can't control what speculation others might engage in on this issue or, frankly, or any other. I've simply laid out the facts as we know them and as we've disclosed today.